Hello students! Welcome to week 8 in our class. This week we are going to finish the Dunnen-Hallinan book and you're going to take some steps on your research paper. So let's go over a couple of those assignments. One of the first things is the last chapter in the Dunnen-Hallinan book. We have the lecture for that here, and also we have this assignment, the final research question submission. So this is a really good next step for your research paper, for your literature review. So with this, one thing that I'm trying to get you to do throughout the semester is take little steps at a time so that you don't get to the due date and realize, oh, I need to do all this reading of all these articles, that kind of thing. So this is a step for searching for articles and making sure you are settled in on your research question. If you still have questions for me about your research topic, I've given written feedback to everybody. You've gotten feedback from peers on that little peer-reviewed worksheet. At this point, you should be pretty solid on exactly what you're going to be researching. So before you turn this in, send me emails, set up an office hours time where we could meet in kind of a Microsoft Teams or Zoom meeting. That would be great. So as well as your topic, I also want you to include 3 references. So one of those references can be your article summary and analysis that you just turned in, but the other 2 should be brand new resources. And so that's a minimum of 3 references for your research paper. So this should get you out searching. Hopefully you've already done some more searching, so this might be a really easy thing. But if you haven't done more searching, this is an encouragement. Do more searching, find more articles for your topic, and give me just a little bit of information about why you think this is going to be useful. So pretty easy assignment to submit. The topic that you've settled on, a reference, an APA style reference, why that article is going to be useful, a second APA style reference, why that article is going to be useful, a third, and why that article is going to be useful. So this is a really good step to encourage you to be searching for articles, to be reading those articles as well, so that you can then start drafting your literature review. So that's one of the big assignments this week. Another big thing that's starting this week is your midterm exam. So I'll pull up the calendar right here. So do make sure that you finish up with Dunnen-Hallinan in chapter 12. Do make sure that you watch that lecture recording, and do start working on this final research question, but also start getting some studying done for this midterm exam. So it's open from this Friday through the next Monday. So it'll open up basically at 1 a.m. on Friday, and then it'll close just before midnight on the 17th, so like 11:59 p.m. So pick a time within those days that you know that you can take the time to sit down for 2 hours and take an exam. It's not going to take 2 whole hours, but like getting set up and getting all your notes out, things like that. There are more instructions on the exam. The study guide is also, I copied it into here, so the study guide's there. The midterm exam has a time limit of 110 minutes to take that exam. It's all multiple choice. It is open notes. It is open book. It is not open classmate. So do the exam on your own, but you are free to open your notes. You do have that time limit though. So one thing I would recommend is review all your notes and then maybe make a new page of notes, like a reference page or a note card with some things that you think you might forget. Because doing that is a study technique for one, and then when you do the exam you might not even need to reference that. But it's going to be a lot easier to reference one sheet of paper or one note card rather than digging through all of your notes to find one specific fact. So with the time limit, it isn't going to enable you to look up every single answer on the exam, but hopefully 80% of the answers you already know and you're really solid on, and then maybe those last 20% you can flag them and mark them and then come back to them and review your notes. So do make sure that you complete this exam. It looks like some of my settings are incorrect here. It looks like it wants to show some things are going to open up tomorrow at the time I'm recording this. So I need to make sure the settings are all correct. But it'll give you 110 minutes, so that's not quite 2 hours. That might be a lot longer than many of you need. How many questions is it? I will pause and check really quick, otherwise it's going to show you some of the questions. Alright, so it is 63 questions. So It's possible in between now and then I might add or take away as I review it again, but about 60 questions is what you can expect. So good luck studying for that. The discussion board this week is also around studying for that. You'll create your own questions for the assignment or for the exam. You'll answer peers' questions, so that should be a good study tool for you as well. All right, well, have a good week and get some good studying in, and I hope you all do really, really well on that exam.